Still Friday, June 11th, 2021. I have so much stuff to talk to you about. I really almost don't know where to start. Let's see. How about the market? A new record high for the S&P 500. I'm sorry I'm laughing. It's just too insane. Yeah, stocks finished higher today across the board. Nothing major, but enough to push the S&P 500 to a new all-time record high. Market's unstoppable, people. In this kind of an environment, after news that we got today, well, yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about here. However, this market finished well off of the highs. Now, I want to talk about that too because there's the nonsense propaganda talk about the Fed tapering or backing off from buying mortgage-backed securities. We'll talk more about that in a moment. So let me stick with the markets just so I can get my bearings straight. So yes, isn't it just lovely when the market continues to hit new record highs? And you knew they were coming because I told you, despite the fact that there are a lot of freaks out here speaking about crashes and market tops. Just laugh. Laugh at them. Yeah, just like that. No, I'm sorry. They don't know the game. They don't understand what's being played. So turn these people off and turn their channels off. Whatever host is allowing these people to come out on their channels and putting out fake news like this is obviously trying to mislead you. And that's very sad. Very, very sad. So just, forget about it. Gold today took a hit. Silver finished about flat. Why? The dollar today got a knee-jerk higher again on talk, speculation that the Fed may cut back on their asset purchases. It's not going to happen. So the dollar will continue its downward trajectory. Cryptocurrencies about flat today across the board. 10-year yield a little bit lower. So there's where you need to focus. You got a 10-year yield that's come down a little bit. A dollar with a little knee-jerk higher. All right, that sets up where this market is going to go. Yes, we hit a new record high for the S&P, but nothing dramatic here. Okay, crude oil was over $71 a barrel today. We finished just under that. Crude's going much higher. You all know the mechanism here. It's just the way it's going to go. That's it. Period. The freaking end. Okay. So that's pretty much where we stand with, this market. But I want to talk to you about a whole bunch of things here. I don't even know where to start. Like I said, I got 2 pages here. Well, this whole G7 meeting, meeting of the minds or the mind controlled, whatever they are. Well, they unanimously voted to continue to stimulate their economies. And let me explain to you what they're saying. By any one of these world leaders saying, hey, we're going to continue to push stimulus into the economy, they're really talking about empowering their central bank. And today you can imagine, let's say, because obviously the creature Biden had to come out and support this as well and support the central bank. And every single Fed president today, they're loving it. They could not be more happy. Again, when you have any world leader coming out calling for more stimulus, more debt, it's the greatest thing for a central banker to hear in the history of the world. Whether a world leader is calling for a weaker currency, lower rates, like President Trump did, or let's just keep on stimulating like this freak is doing. Central banks love it. They absolutely love it. Anyway, that's that big story. Now, the mainstream media today, they're trying to downplay inflation. However, what they will not allow you to know is this, and I want you to pay attention. It's unbelievable. The U.S. dollar's purchasing power is cratering at its fastest pace ever. The dollar today hit its lowest purchasing power in 4 decades. 4 decades. But you're not supposed to know that. And again, turn on Fox Business, Bloomberg. They're parading out the creature feature to say, don't worry about it. It's going to be just fine. That's what they're trying to tell you, people. Now, again, I want to talk about this real quick. So there's talk again. I mean, this is how bizarre it is. There's talk again on these mainstream channels out there of the Fed tapering. We have this big Fed meeting next week. And there's a lot of speculation. What's the Fed going to do? Oh, are they going to taper? Are they going to cut back on buying mortgage-backed securities? How about no? But that did give the dollar a knee-jerk higher today. Again, there's a lot of fear. And I told you yesterday, this market's going to kind of tread water where it is in a range until we hear some reassurance from the Fed. See, the G7 meeting was not enough. Hearing world leaders saying, hey, we're going to continue to stimulate. Wait a minute, why are they doing that if we're in a boom? If we're booming right now? Very interesting, isn't it? Yeah, we're not booming. We're in free fall. But you're not supposed to know that either. Again, just lovely, isn't it? So I already told you about the U.S. dollar. Its purchasing power is plummeting. It's absolutely crazy. We also found out today, this is crazy. I want you to pay attention to this, but again, it's no surprise to you if you've been following this blog. The U.S. budget deficit in May is now over $2 trillion, which puts us on track for another year of breaking record high deficits. Debts are ballooning, hyper-ballooning deficits. This is the way it is going. And the Federal Reserve is going to, fulfill their endgame. That's what they're hoping for. These exploding debts and deficits are exactly what the Federal Reserve and other central banks want to see. Okay, they are on a mission to own it all, to buy it all. The Fed's balance sheet today crossed $8 trillion. Lovely. Want to see that up close? Lovely. Yeah, it's just lovely. We got another warning, the second one today from Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank is warning of an inflationary crisis, global, okay, not just here in the United States, a global inflationary crisis. I think we're in it now, but it is undoubtedly going to get more worse when you got brain dead world leaders, actually slaves. See, they're all these leaders, including Biden. They are slaves to the central bank, who is the real government. So stimulate, send hundreds of billions of dollars to tech companies who don't need the cash. They're awash with cash. They have more cash than they know what to do with. They don't know what to do with their money, people. Meanwhile, Congress is sending them $250 billion. Does that make sense to you? I guess it would in this environment. Now, here's another one I want you to pay attention to, which we found out today. So retail stores are here. Retail stores are raising prices because they are unable to absorb the higher cost they have to pay for products. And guess what? They're going to pass it all right on to you. You shouldn't be surprised about that either, because I explained to you that's exactly what was going to happen. These big retailers will not be absorbing the price. They're passing it straight on to you. So again, you can choose to listen to the narrative from the mainstream channels today they're downplaying inflation. Don't worry about it. It's just temporary. People turn it off if you're watching any of that stuff, because see, I watch it for entertainment purposes and I can talk about it a little bit, but it's unbelievable. You have to understand that most people are watching the mainstream sources. Look at my channel. I got 176,000 subscribers. It's nothing. They got tens of millions of people watching them. So, you get it because you're here and you understand this. But most people, they're going to sit there. They believe it's true. And they are also being brainwashed and convinced that what they are seeing is not real. No, it's okay. It's all good. And they don't understand at all what's really going on here. This G7 meeting, every single one of these world leaders calling for more debt, more stimulus. Central banks are loving this like you cannot believe. They are helping. You see, you have to understand, the G7, they're helping their central banks, respectively, fulfill their end game to own it all, to be the lenders and buyers of last resort. We are not represented by anyone anymore. It literally is every man and every woman for himself in this environment. It's a global takeover. It's a war without firing a single shot. And you're just seeing the effects of it right now. It's an unbelievable thing. It really is. Anyway, people, a lot of stuff in this video. Not too long, about 11 minutes as I'm watching this. I really hope you're paying attention to this stuff. And I hope you're sharing these videos. I urge you to share all my videos. Please do that. Let's, like I said, I got 176,000 people following this blog. It's nothing. We need to really do something with those numbers. So share this stuff. Get it out there. Encourage people to tune in, to listen to this stuff. They're not going to find me anywhere else on anywhere social networks. I'm not there anymore.